right-hand side. Oh, my goodness. This is LB States. LB States got the interception going down the sideline. Oh, he hits him with a spin. He's still running. Oh, my goodness. He might take his whole way to the end zone. He's fighting his way.
What is good, man? And welcome back. It's your boy IC3000 to be exact. And we are back with another one. I know what you're thinking. It's been a while. It has been a while. Don't hold it against me. But listen, man, last time we tapped in with them Blue Sharks, they was hoisting that national championship trophy. Look at John Hughes. Look at Coach Hughes. Them boys is national champions. You feel me? Look, man, but I know y'all excited, man. We are finally in season 4, man, and this is episode 1. So let's get right to it, man. We are going to tap in with the Blue Sharks, and we're going to check out the website, man. They are going crazy. And by the way, man, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, man. We are on our way to 1,000, and every sub helps. But listen, the Sharks are talking about the obvious, man. Can they go back-to-back after winning our first title? Coach Hughes going crazy in his first 3 years, man. And we have done the unthinkable. We went hoisting that trophy, and you already know, man, with championships comes with a few perks. So look, we got some new uniforms that we are excited to show you, man. The Seattle Blue Sharks, we done upped it a little bit on them boys, you feel me? New Nike uniforms. You already know we had the step correct. The clean blue ones and the ice white. Man, that is so pretty. Beautiful. You can already tell what's finna go down on the field. You know what I'm saying? When you look good, you play good. When you play good, you win good. When you win good, hopefully we go back to back. I don't know. I didn't have anything else to rhyme with that last one, but look at these black uniforms. Oh my goodness. 7-Eleven Jackson right there. And that all black with that black visor looking very, very scary. You feel me? And then we got some alternates too, man. You know what I'm saying? We had to come with another white one. You feel me? This one right here is actually one of my favorites. You feel me? Got the blue collar, and it's a cream white. It's not the ice white. You know what I'm saying? Had to just put that little detail in there. But then we come with the alternate blues, the dark blues, baby. And that is none other than Billy Goat himself, rocking that dark blue alternate uniform. Y'all said y'all wanted the big sharks on the helmets again, so you got the big sharks on the helmets again. You feel me? We'll see if we switch them up at any other point in time, but right now I really love these uniforms. Let me know what you think down in the comments, man. Let me know how you feel about the new get up. But right now it's time to kind of go ahead and lock in, and we got some business to handle, man. Our first game of the season is going to be against the Beaumont Black Panthers, and you know that's going to be a good one. There's a lot of history in that matchup. They're also ranked number 23, and then right after that, man, we're going to be playing Boise State at home, our first home game of the season at Pike Place International Stadium. You know you love it. And then we got a really, really tough matchup in Texas. Number 25 Texas, they went 9-4 last year, and then after those really good games, we're going to have a bye. Then we're going to be facing an in-state rival, Washington State. Not really worried about them, man. 7-6 last year, and we've been kicking their ass for a whole long time, you know what I'm saying? But we got some bad blood with them too. But then we're going to go ahead and go see North Carolina, and then we got to play Pittsburgh, number 22. And then right after them, man, we got to go see the Miami Hurricanes in Hard Rock Stadium, the number 10 team in the nation. You already know how they come. You know how they step every year. But then right after that, we probably have a little bit of a laxer game, but you don't want to sleep. Virginia, and then SMU, number 15. So I know you see all these ranked teams coming up on this list, man. Competition will be short. It will not be short of competition, because then right after that we got Florida State, but then we go and we play Boston College, and then we finish up the season with California, man, at Pike Place, and then we get into the postseason, man. Hopefully that ACC championship will be us. We missed it last year, although we did win a championship. We did not get a chance to play for the ACC championship, so that is something that is on our list. Now we're gonna take a look at the All-Americans. And I know you saw that first name. Jalen Daniels does play for Texas. There's been a whole lot of moves, man. But one of our guys right here, Billy Goat, is that preseason All-American, man. You know the season he had last year. So did 7-Eleven Jackson. Them are two big-time players who are also returning for the Blue Sharks. That is going to be a huge factor throughout the season, man. But as we work through this list, you know, we can't forget our cornerbacks, our shutdown quarterbacks, LB States and King Triton, the junior and sophomore, man. Them boys, hey, I'm just saying, you don't want to go. You test them if you want to, but like I said, man, this season did shake up a little bit. Caleb Downs plays for Virginia. That is kind of crazy. But then we also see some second team guys. We got Cordell Rush, who's expecting to have a really big season, man. And then as we scroll down the rest of this list, the only other guy we have on here is Swagate Jenkins. But with all that being said, it is game time, baby. We're getting our first game against the Beaumont Black Panthers, and we are on the road, man. We are in Texas, and you already know what time it is. We're going to start this game off. That's Nehemiah Hood right there coming off the edge, getting a big hit on the running back, and then we're going to catch up with them when it's 3rd and 3. And we get our first stop on the first drive of this game, And so the Sharks are feeling good, man. This is a team that confidence is sky high. You feel me? We're coming off a national championship. So anybody that stepped to us, you got to step to us correct. As we find Austin over on the right-hand side. He picks up a decent game right there. But then we find ourselves on 3rd and short. And we had absolutely no protection coming off of that left side. And Malone gets absolutely killed. We get to a 4th down and we had to punt it away. So you can see a little bit of nerves, a little bit of jitters. But here we go, right back on defense. We get a good tackle after a short game. And then it's another 3rd down for the Black Panthers. And they're going to go through the air, but that's Carter right there who gets a hand on it, forces a 4th down. We get the football right back. So we want to see if we can do a little something with it. And this time it's going to be Malone on the right-hand side, using his feet, picking up the 1st down. And that is why he is so dangerous. He has a cannon of an arm, but he can also shuffle them feet. You feel me? So now we got another 1st down on the 50. Still in that 1st quarter. We're going to go with a handoff to Rush, but he can't find anywhere to run. Going to that left side. The left side seems like it's just struggling a little bit at this point. So we find ourselves in 3rd and long, man. And obviously we're going to be passing this ball. Malone dropping back to pass, looking over the middle. He's going to find Benjamin, and Benjamin is going to find that end zone, baby. That is Gabriel Benjamin, one of our new additions, man. He is one of the only players that wears a ski mask throughout the entirety of the game. I'm not sure what's going through his head, but he is one hell of a player. And he just scored our 1st touchdown of the season, and that was an absolute dot from Malone. I mean, look at the placement. Look at the placement of that football. Dang, this was beautiful. But anyway, man, we opened this game up with a huge strike, and that has absolutely set the tone. You feel me? We're the number 12 team in the nation, and we actually take that as a little bit of disrespect. Like I said, we just won the Natty, and they got us under the 10 spot, which is crazy. But speaking of crazy, the Beaumont Panthers come right back with a strike to none other than Jalen Gray. And if you feel like you heard that name before, it is because you have. I told you, there is a lot of history with these two teams. Jalen Gray actually used to be a Shark, and he was a dog. We really miss him as a player, but right now he is an op, man. He is definitely he's definitely cutting up right now. He just absolutely just ran right past King Triton. That's going to be a matchup to watch throughout the rest of this game. But right there, Jalen Gray going stupid for the 1st touchdown for the Beaumont Black. I got to get used to saying that. The Beaumont Black Panthers, but it's a tie game, man, 7-7. And so we're going to go right back at him. This is Malone dropping back to pass. He don't see anybody, running out of time, but he is running down the sideline. I told you he can move them feet, getting to the 30 before he finally gets out of bounds. And that is our quarterback. That's my quarterback right there, man. That's our quarterback. Malone is actually doing everything it takes to win right now, and we love it. Xavier Malone, you know they call him Moses Malone for a reason. I know you saw that touchdown pass, but listen, he can do it all. The guy is 6'5", 225. He's a damn freight train coming down that sideline. And trust me, you don't want to match up head-to-head with him. It just ain't going to be good for you. But anyway, we find ourselves on the 24, man, 3rd and short. We're going to go with a quick strike to the tight end, but he's a dummy. He fell right before the 1st down marker. So it's 4th and 1. And like I said, 6'5", 225. You'd be beside yourself if you think Coach Hughes wasn't going to go for this. We go for it on 4th down. We pick it up. It's 1st and 10 on the 22. And we got bunch formation right here. We're gonna get some motion left or right. We're gonna get it to Kylan Crossy, who's gonna get past that 1st down marker, get to the 11. And this guy right here, I think this kid is gonna be special. He is shifty and speedy as they come, and we're expecting big things out of Crossy, man. So we'll see more out of him. But that's the 1st touch of his young season, and it was a really good one, man. So we got 1st and 10. We are in the red zone. Can we punch it in and take the lead, man? You know we've had our struggles in the red zone in previous seasons, but we're gonna see what we can do right here. So we're gonna start in shotgun. And this is Justin Credible, who's going to take the handoff, make a nice little cut, put his foot in the ground, got upfield, and didn't move the chains, but we moving up the field. You feel me? So it's 3rd and 5. We're on the 6. Malone, an empty backfield, going to drop back to pass. And you know what? He's just going to do it himself. I told you, he can do it all. Not only does he have a passing touchdown in this game, he just got a rushing touchdown in this game. And if you thought he was going to get stopped at the goal line, boy, 6'5", 225, go read a book. Anyway, man, the Sharks go up by a score, and you can already see this game is getting heavy as Battle is going to get the handoff on the left-hand side. And oh, my goodness, he almost got up through, but that was Nehemiah Hood with the probably touchdown-saving tackle. And then they're going to go with a play action right off of that good run and going to find none other than Gray again. That Gray and Trident matchup right now. Trident is losing this one. I ain't going to hold you. And we gotta figure that out because Jet Jackson is also a really good player, their quarterback, and he is fast as hell. But he hasn't even started running yet. He's just dotting us up right now. But it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 29. There's about 4 minutes before halftime, man. We're going to see Jet go over the top. Finds his tight end. That was an excellent pass. Just put it over the defender. Dropped it right in the bucket. But then later in this drive, man, we're going to see it's going to be 2nd and 13 on the 18. But this time, that's going to be my boy, Max Matrix. Get his ass down. Max Matrix is going to come up with the sack. And you already know Max Matrix body of work, man. This dude is no joke. Last season, I'm pretty sure he won us 2 or 3 games by himself. If you saw that Michigan State game last year, hey, drop a comment, man. Let me know. Hey, let him know who Max Matrix is, man. 99 is in the building. Sack number 1. And we need more of that because this Beaumont team is very dangerous, man. So here we go. 3rd and 23. And you can see once you get one, you got to get another one. That's big Jimbo Valentine, man, forcing a 4th and long. And you got to imagine they're going to have to kick a field goal right here because, I mean, unless they're just crazy. But that's good stuff right there from Jimbo Valentine. Just way, way too strong. Put him on his back. Get off me, boy. Sit down. Good stuff from Jimbo right there. And they are going to go for a field goal from the 36. It's going to be wide right. You can say a little Peabody shrimp of a kicker ain't doing so much kicking, but I'm cool with that. So then on 3rd and 7, man, we were looking for Bates over the middle. We had him, but Malone just put a little bit too much stank on that one and couldn't find his receiver. So we're going to end up punting this football away, man. They're going to take the punt up to the 22, and they're going to get right back on offense. So we kind of had a good momentum drive, and then it stalled out. And now Jet Jackson is starting to heat up, baby. That's the first of many dots that he would throw in this game, but that's going to be a first down, and now they've started to go hurry up as we're inside 2 minutes in this game. And so they are at the 49, dropping back to pass again. Got good protections, just going to go with a little dink and dunk to his running back. Picks up 4, but they're still in that hurry up. But that clock is ticking, and we're trying to maintain this lead going into halftime if we can, man. So here we go, 2nd and 6, dropping back to pass again. Clean pocket yet again. Going to find his tight end, but that was LB States. Put the big hit on him and almost got an interception right there. If Beaumont would have opened up his eyes, he could have caught that one. But that was an excellent, excellent play by LB States right there. You saw he just read the play, put his foot in the ground, made a cut, and made a big hit. Big play right there, and that results in 3rd and 6, man. They're on the 46. They're going to try to score before halftime, but we're going to try to make sure they can't do that. Jackson has all types of time, and he's just going to find a receiver on the right-hand side who's going to get past the 20, get all the way down to the 15. Before a couple Sharks wrestle him down to the ground. But dang, we got to figure this dude Jackson out because he's starting to kill us. But anyway, they get all the way down to the 3, and then they go with a quick jet sweep and go ahead and punch that thing in. Just a longevity drive right there. Just play after play after play, marching down the field. And they tied this game up with 45 seconds before halftime. But 45 seconds is enough time for Malone to try to do something. So we're going to start on the 24, 1st and 10, going, dropping back to pass, looking for Benjamin, find him. And that's going to be his 2nd catch. He's got 54 in this one, but we know he is extra dangerous. Just a bigger body receiver with excellent hands. But this time we go into our big-time playmaker, Billy Goat. A nice comeback route right there. Puts us on the 45, and we are now in the hurry up right at that 30-second mark before halftime. So Malone is rushing into the line, trying to get his guys in order, calling the audible. And we're going to drop back to pass. Got a little bit of time. He's looking over the right-hand side, looking for Austin down the sideline. And that boy is cold. That boy is cold, almost as cold as ice, but that is Malik Austin. And if you don't know who Malik Austin is, you will by the end of this video. Malik Austin for a huge strike down the field. My God, I mean, he probably had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps on that boy. Malik Austin is definitely a playmaker, man, but that is going to take us into halftime with a 1-touchdown lead, and we are down in Texas doing our thing. You can see the passing stats are kind of identical. They have a few more than us, but we got more touchdowns than them, and that's really all that matters. Malone is going stupid, and we have the lead in this game. It's been a good one so far, man. So as we get into the second half, this is when the game matters. The second half is when we got to come to play. So we find ourselves on 3rd and long on our first drive, and this is Malone dropping back to pass, looking over the left-hand side, looking for Jackson. He had him, but he put too much on that thing. He knows it too. He knows he missed his tight end. And we're going to have to punt this away in our own end zone, man. So here we go, man. We get the punt off, and it only goes to about the 42. Not too much on that one right there. So they start off in excellent field position, and they're going to hand it off to Battle, who is just a tough tackle and just muscling his way up to the 34. A good game right there. So the Black Panthers have 2nd and 2 on the 34. The Blue Sharks are going to have to try to find some. They're going to have to dig deep on defense because they're kind of going crazy on us right now. But that was Beaumont not the Beaumont Black Panthers, but that was Solomon Beaumont, our big-time linebacker, making a huge tackle right there and making it 3rd and 2. And so here we go. We see some motion again. They're going to go with a play action. Jackson looking to the left-hand side, and this tight end is an idiot. He runs out of bounds, and he makes it 4th and 1 and forces them to have to go for a long field goal, but this time it goes in. The field goal is good, and now we only have a 4-point lead, man. So we are back on offense. Malone is red hot, and he is ready to dot some up, you feel me? But this is going to be Rush this time, who finds a bunch of space to run up the middle, gets down to the 43, and that is what you want to see, man. If we can get our running game working, we can really take control of this game. But forget the running game. When you got Billy Goat wide open over the middle, juking, get out of the way. He finally gets down at the 30. But that's our second sighting of Billy Goat. And if you know Billy Goat, you know he can turn this game around in the blink of an eye. So they better be careful. I'm telling you, you don't want to keep going man-to-man with that young man. 5 will burn you. But that was a good play, man. And it was a good play right there, man. And we rolling right now. So we get all the way down to the 30. It's 1st and 10. Malone is feeling really good. His weapons are starting to weapon. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, we're going to go in shotgun. We're going to try to find somebody right here. Just running out of time. Pocket collapse. Malone barely gets that one away. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Still on that 30. Malone's trying to call the shots at the line. He sees something in the defense that he just didn't like. And we're going to go with a jet sweep to Crossley. I told you Crossley was shifty. Couldn't even think of anything else to say, but that's a good gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 1. So you got to imagine, man, we're just going to try to punch this thing right up the middle. But no, Malone didn't like it, so he's going to call the audible. Looks like we might throw this thing. No, we're going to go right up the middle. That is Rush. Barely gets that first down, but, hey, we are moving the sticks. And this time, it's just incredible. Planting that foot in the ground again, cutting up the middle. Credible. This season, he will get more touches. He didn't get a whole lot of touches last season, but he is going to be special. Let me tell you that much. 3rd and 2, and this is going to be our boy, 23. Cordell Rush in the end zone, giving the Blue Sharks an extended lead, and he is strutting his stuff in Texas. You feel me? Doing this little 2-time boot shuffle. But that was a good run right there. Went in untouched. Cordell Rush right there, and I told you, our running back room is actually insane. We have Rush, Ray, and Credible. All 3 of those guys will play a huge factor in our offense this season. But that was Rush right there, getting his first touchdown of the season. And so now we're right back on defense. And they're going to go with a quick screen to the left-hand side. And if he would have got that block, he would have been gone. But that was King Trident. He got a good tackle right there, blew through the block. And we're going to force a punt, man. And this is Tim Flowers on the punt return, trying to do something, can't go anywhere. But we're right back on offense. We're going to start on the 21, and we're going to get his football right back to Rush. He is red hot, stiff-arming, fighting his way up to the first down, gets down at the 32, and he's up to 49 yards and a touchdown so far in this game. And like I said, if we can run this football, we can control this game. We got an 11-point lead, but we know this is a really good team, and anything can happen in college football. We've seen it time and time again. We got to keep our foot on the pedal. And so here we go. 1st and 10 on the 32. We're just going to go with a handoff. This is our first Tay Ray sighting. Tay Ray. You already know how he get down 8 yards right there on his first. Actually, that's going to be his 3rd carry. But you feel me? You know what he does. Tay Ray, big 22, making big things happen. And so now we have 2nd and 2. I really feel like we should keep running this football. It's been working well for us, and we are absolutely going to do that. But we're going to get it to Billy Goat outside on some space. Shifty is he? Yes, he is. Put a man on the dirt and picks up the first down. But we're going to find ourselves 2nd and 7. Malone just taking too much time. He didn't decide he wanted to run, and he then finally made the decision, and he fumbled my football. That we just cannot have, especially when we had a chance to really put this team away. We fumble right there, and we give Beaumont a chance to get back in this game. 30 seconds before the 4th quarter, too, so it's giving them some time. And they're really close. They got really good field position, too. CJ Driver made the play on that one. But you can see, really, more than anything, that was just Malone's mistake. He just took too much time. He was trying to do too much and fumble my football. Might have to sit out a couple plays. But anyway, man, on 2nd and 5, the Black Panthers are running this football, surprisingly, and only pick up a yard. And so on 3rd and 4, man, they're going to go shotgun. Clock's ticking down before we get to the 4th quarter. He's going to try to go to the outside on a little dump-off screen, but that was Swagate Jenkins who swallowed him up like a good bite of some yum food. Pause, I think. But anyway, man, we get to the 4th quarter, and we are still sporting that 11-point lead. Malone almost has 200 yards passing in this game with 3 touchdowns through the air. And don't forget, he had one on the ground, too. But anyway, man, the Black Panthers are going to go with a field goal on this one. And they are going to absolutely nail that one, 50-plus yarder. And so that that tightens this game up a little bit. It's only an 8-point game. This is a 1-score game with a good 2-point conversion. So we got to do what we can to milk this clock and run the clock out. And that's Rush right there doing his damn thing, getting the first down. Then on 2nd and 13, we got to try to go with some trickery, some trickeration to Crossley, but I think they figured that out. So probably have to cut that out of the playbook for now. Anyway, it's going to be 3rd and long, and we're going to have to rely on the arm of Malone. Oh, my gosh, that was a huge mistake. Almost got intercepted. 4th and 14, you know we had to punt that thing away. So we punted away. But then our defense stood up and got us to 3rd and 14, where we see, oh, my goodness, he couldn't get him down. Nobody can tackle right now. We finally get him down, 3rd and long. It's not going to be enough for a first down, and looks like there's some laundry on the field. It is going to be holding on the offense, so we're going to get that football right back, man. You feel me? The defense is doing enough to get us this game. And so we go with a run right there by Tay Ray. Picks up a few. But now we got 3rd and 3, man. Coming up on that 2-minute mark. We're just going to go real quick. Go real quick to Crossley. I told you, this guy's going to be special this season. Might not get as many touches as some of our big-time receivers, but he will definitely be in the mix. Kylan Crossley making his name, putting his hat, what am I trying to say? Putting his name in the hat amongst these big-time receivers, man. Moving the chains. 1st and 10. And here we go, man. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And you already know we're going to run this thing out. That is Tay Ray, and he is not going down easy off the first tackle. A good 5 yards right there. Took us into the 2-minute warning, so now it's 2nd and 5. And we got this idiot jumping off the line, not doing us any favors. The 5 yards we just picked up, we're going to give right back. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, and we're going to look for a screen to Justin Credible. This dude is extremely fast, extremely shifty. Up the left-hand side, he's going to get brought down by 2 Black Panthers, and they're going to take their first timeout, which is extremely valuable. Them things is like infinity stones. We need all of them. So they take their first timeout, stopping the clock with 1 minute and 54, and we have 3rd and 4. We're going to try to convert right here. We convert right here. That might give us the game. So here we go. We're going Tay Ray. Tay Ray takes the handoff, going to the right-hand side, tries to get to that line, and he just got stopped short. It's going to be 4th and 2, but we forced Beaumont to take their second timeout. And if you know Coach Hughes, you know what time it is. We're going for this. This is likely for the game. Starting in shotgun, Credible to Malone's right, or Malone's left. Taking his time. Going to go with the handoff. Credible up the middle. Got the first down. Hurdles a man, holds onto the football, and holds on to the game. That's going to do it, baby. The Sharks walk away with a really close win. First game of the season against our arch nemesis, Beaumont. Jalen Gray did have a good game, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. The Sharks walk away with a good win. 224, 3 touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown from the sophomore. He went absolutely insane. You can see he cut his dreads off too. You know what I'm saying? New dude, new me. Hey, whatever it was, it's working. We need more of that throughout the season. But you can see, man, these Blue Sharks are looking really good. We're looking really good, and we playing with a chip on our shoulder because we're ranked number 12 after we won a national championship, and that's just garbage, if you ask me. But anyway, we get our first really good win of the season, a ranked win nonetheless. And as we take a look at some stats, man, you already know Xavier Malone went stupid. 15 for 21, 224 through the air. Rush had a good game, 58 yards, a touchdown as well. Malone had 57 yards from the quarterback position from himself. And then he was also just spreading the love. 66 yards from goal. Malik Austin had 69, and a bunch of these guys had some touchdowns too. Offense was clicking. Offense looked really, really good. The defense had some questionable spots here and there. I'm not going to lie to you. But we did enough to get the win, man. And we did. Hey, that's all I really care. A win is a win. And when you think about it like that, that's all that matters. I don't even know what else to say. But you can take a look at some of these other stats, but we got to quickly shift gears because we got ourselves a really good matchup coming up. This is Boise State. This ain't the Boise State of 5 years ago. This team is good now. Now, they don't have Ashton Jeanty, but they ain't no slouches. So we play our first home game against Boise State, man. This is blue on blue. I told the coach before the game, y'all bet not come out there wearing blue on my field or we're going to have some real issues. So you can see they rocking them orange pants today. But the first play of the game goes to Cordell Rush, man. He picks up 3 right there. So we got 2nd and 7, and then this is Malone. Tried to use his feet to get out of the pocket, but just couldn't find enough to actually get away, man. So we're going to punt this thing away, and they're gonna start on the 50. So we're going to get our first look at Maddox Matson and this Boise State team, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't know what to expect from them, but we just know we got to play on our A game. That's all that really matters. We're the number 7 team in the nation right now, and we cannot lose to an unranked team. It just can't happen. But right now, we're getting dotted up. The first play of their drive goes for a first down. So then we catch up with them on 2nd and 7, and this ain't Ashton Jeanty, but damn, it might as well be. Jombris Dunbar, however you say his name, is going crazy right now. Good run right there. And then they were looking in the corner for a wide open receiver. Might have been some PI right there. Didn't throw it. I'm cool with that. But then on 3rd and 6, they're going to find an open receiver over the middle, but then Carter was right there to shut it down, but it's going to be 1st and goal on the 6, going with a handoff. Beaumont gets in the backfield, blows that play up. That's a loss of 3. So then now Boise State's got 3rd and goal. This is Maddox, who's just going to do it himself, getting into the end zone for the first score of this game. And I told you, I don't know what to expect from Boise State, but this is not the Boise State from 5 years ago. These boys can play. So they go up quickly, 7-0. And we got to respond. We find ourselves 3rd and short on our 2nd drive. Looking for Austin over the middle, and it gets picked off, and he might go all the way to the house. Oh, my goodness. Malone has to come up with the tackle, but that was a huge mistake. Early in this game, we already gave up a touchdown, and now we give up a big-time interception. Malone, he knows he made a mistake. Listen, you probably get 1 or 2 of those throughout the game, and then I'm going to have to sit your ass down. This is a big game. Like I said, we cannot lose to an unranked team. That is just not going to bode well for us. But anyway, man, we got to play some defense. So here we go. On the 17, looking over in that corner, and that's King Trident. I told you, them 2 boys out there on that edge, they ain't no joke. 24 is really like that. He's really, really like that. King Trident comes away with his first interception, and it was actually a big-time interception because we could not give up a second score, man. But anyway, we're going to start on the 6 after that big-time pick. And so here we go, single man in the backfield. And we're going to go with a jet sweep to Crossley, who's able to eke out just a few yards. Not doing too much right there. Didn't do much on 2nd down either. So now it's 3rd and 4. Malone in the backfield by himself. Hopefully the line can give us some time to throw this ball. And he does have time. He finds Austin, who ran a nice route, just gets out of bounds before he touches. Can't even talk right now. But he made a nice route right there. Good catch and grab. Moves the chains. And we got to build off of this. We really got to build off of this. If we can get Austin incorporated in this game early, then we have a good chance to win this game. I told you, that guy is special. But then 2nd and 3, we're going to go with a run to rush up the middle. He does enough to get a 1st down. And then we find ourselves on 2nd and 6 on the 45. And we're going to go play action. They fell for it real bad. Finding Crossley over the right-hand side. Crossley got room to run. Try to get shifty, but he gets all the way down to the 25, and we love it. I told you, number 2, keep your eyes out for that young man. Keep your eyes out for that young man. And that was Rush right there. I thought he was going to find a little pocket and get up out of there, but he got tackled, and we also got a penalty. Who is it? Vontae Lyles, of course. Vontae Lyles has a lot of potential, but man, oh man, is he undisciplined. Anyway, man, that sets us back a ton. It's going to be 1st and 20, and we're going to go with a quick screen to Austin. Austin's going to find some space on the right-hand side. I told you, he's dangerous, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. Oh, he was just short. They mark him short. 2nd and inches on the 16, but you can just see the violence and the creativity when he gets the football. You hold your breath every time. I'm telling you, man, this dude is crazy. This dude is crazy. And you know what? We gotta say too, I haven't even called Billy Goat's name yet. We haven't even really seen him yet. But this Sharks offense has all the weapons. We are slated for a back-to-back, but I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. So we're going to go with another run to rush up the middle, picks up enough for a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal. And then on 2nd and goal, man, we're going to give it to the bruiser, Tay Ray, fighting for yards, gets down to the 3. We got to see if we can punch it in right here. Final seconds in the 1st quarter. Oh, my goodness. They just absolutely blew that play up. We're going to lick our wounds a little bit. We're going to take what we can get. We're going to go for the field goal. Field goal is good, so we get our first points on the board. We would have loved to get a touchdown right there, but hey, it didn't work. Coach Hughes is playing the long game right now. It is what it is. So then we got to play some defense, and this is Jinty Jr. going crazy right now. Another 1st down carry from that young man, Dunbar. And now, after a good run, they hit us over the top of the head with a huge strike over the middle, man, and Maddox is starting to heat up, and they're going play action, trying to speed this defense up. I feel like they found they found out that we were completely out of position. Maddox is going to throw another strike on the right-hand side. That is going to be a good gain of 9 right there, and we got to figure something out. I don't want to burn a timeout this early, and maybe we don't have to. That was a good stop. I thought it was going to be a stop, but they did enough to pick up the 1st down, and now they're hitting us over the top. But play action again. That was a good throw. Threaded the needle. Flowers, I thought, might have had a chance to grab that one, but that was just a better throw. And now an even better one. That's a touchdown right there. Maddox is really starting to feel himself in this game, and this Boise State team is starting to really feel like they can beat us at home. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We go down 11, and now this offense has to respond in a big way. And speaking of responding in a big way, that is Austin. at the 50, getting all the way down to the 46. Call his name again. He was wide open on that crossing route. I mean, the defender wasn't within 5 yards of him. So that is a huge play right there. We absolutely needed that to kind of build our confidence on this offense, man. We only have 3 points in this game. I told you about all these weapons we got. We only got 3 points. Dang. Anyway, man, on 1st and 10, we're going to go shotgun again. Going with the quick screen off to the left-hand side. Rush has got it, trying to use his speed, and he's fighting his way up to the 38. That's a good gain of 8 right there. We'll take it. So 2nd and 2. They want to speed us up. We'll speed them up. We're going right back to the line of scrimmage. Malone trying to get in rhythm, trying to get started in this game. He's going to have to find some time. He's just going to scramble, run into his right, going to cut up the middle. Got to get down, got to slide down. He fumbled my football again. He fumbles again. Oh, my gosh. We told him to slide. He didn't slide. He might have to go sit down. I ain't going to lie to you. But we get a review. Let me take a closer look at that. Oh, yeah. He was definitely down. My fault, Malone. You good. You can stay in the game. He was most certainly on the ground. They got to overturn that. We're just still waiting for the decision. I don't like when it takes this long. Anyway, we do get the good decision in favor of the Sharks, and we get the football back. But we got to kind of pay attention to that, man. Malone has been a fumbling machine in this game. Try to go with a run this time just to give him a break, and we only pick up 1. So then we go play action. Looking over the right-hand side to 7-11 Jackson, and that ought to build your confidence right there. Excellent throw right there from Malone. Jackson, he's just way too good to be guarded by a linebacker. Let me tell you that much. 7-11 Jackson, you're finally calling his name. I think that's his first touchdown of the season. And Malone right there, under pressure too, just threw a strike. You can see that linebacker didn't have a chance in hell to stay with 7-11 Jackson right there. But anyway, man, we got to play some defense because this is getting to be a good game. And right there, GT Jr. is going nuts. So I'm going to call him GT Jr. for the rest of the game. But, oh, my goodness, right there. Tim Flowers had a chance to get the pick, but he just swatted it away. I'll take it, but I want that interception. Speaking of interception, that was LB States who had a chance to get another one, and we are just giving this Boise State team chance after chance. We cannot do that. We need to capitalize. But anyway, on 3rd and 10, this is a big play that we got to have. This is Maddox. He's going to try to go scramble for this one. He's just going to wisely slide down. Otherwise, he was going to be seeing Solomon Beaumont. Probably going to send him up to Heaven's Gates. But anyway, man, we get the first down, and then we pick up a few right there with the run. And then we go right there with the jet sweep again, trying to get our playmakers involved a little bit more. And so now we have a 3rd and 1. And we're going to go with a play action, actually. I thought it was a handoff. Going play action. Malone has no time. Oh, my goodness, he threw a strike right there. And that was none other than Kylan Crossley with the Timmy toe tap on the right sideline. You love to see it. And now the Sharks are starting to cook just a little bit. Look at that throw right there. Eesh. Man, that was beautiful. So here we go, man. The Sharks starting to cook with a little bit of grease. It's 1st and 10 on the 40. Malone getting some confidence, trying to get his guys together at the line of scrimmage. This is Credible in on the left-hand side. Malone with some time, looking over the top. Oh, my gosh, he had Billy Goat wide open, but he threw it to the student section. What a big mistake right there from Malone, and now we're just going to have to go with another pass over the right-hand side to Credible. This time he was wide open as well, so Boise State might be a little bit tired. They cannot keep up with our receivers right now. And Malone, speaking of keeping up, you know, he going to get down the line, get to the 20. You got to get down, got to slide. Good decision-making right there from Malone. You can tell he has just developed. And last season as a freshman, he won the national championship. So you got to allow him to be himself. You were right there. It was a big-time play. And speaking of big-time play, just keep letting him do him. 6'5", 225 getting into the end zone. That is Xavier, a.k.a. Moses Malone, baby. Flex on them boys. Ain't fumbling this time. And that gives the Blue Sharks the lead off of the heroics from the quarterback, Big 12, ISO 12. Xavier Malone, I told you. And he's only a sophomore. Ain't that crazy? Look at him. Looking like a prime Cam Newton out there, just running right now. Okay. Touchdown. So now we got ourselves a good game. We got ourselves a 3-point lead too. And we're going to try to hold on to that going into halftime right here. Looking over the right-hand side, we get the interception. That's LB States going the other way. He got a whole lot of space. LB States is one of the fastest players on this team going down the sideline, and he goes out of bounds at the 19. This is Blue Sharks football. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Them damn Broncos, get off my field, boy. Good play right there by LB States. I'm not sure why he threw that, but it was a big mistake. So then we try to turn around and go and take advantage right on the first play, looking for Billy Goat, but just couldn't connect. He was wide open, just couldn't bring it down. So then we find Malone looking over the middle to Goat again. We're going to find a way to get Billy Goat that football as strike over the middle from Xavier Malone. He's got 183 yards with 2 tutties in this one, going 12 for 17. We need more production, though, because we got to extend this lead. So here we go on the 2-yard line. We're going with a handoff to Rush, and he's just going to punch it into the end zone and extend that lead to 10 points, baby. We had to have it. We had gritty. That's not me, but you know, hey, shouts out. Listen, the Sharks go ahead and take a 10-point lead, 51 seconds in this game before the halftime, man. They're going to find a wide open tight end over the middle. They take their first timeout. 46 seconds to go on this clock, man. We got to play some good defense. We already got 1 turnover. We really should have had 3 by now, but Maddox is running out of time. That's Max Matrix and company putting the pain on them, making it 3rd and 11, forcing them to take another timeout. 40 seconds left. Can we get a stop right here? This will be huge. Oh, we almost get the sack. Oh, we don't get the sack. We don't get the pick either. That was Tim Flowers. That was the second time we felt like he could have got the pick, but instead he got dotted up and they moved the chains. And so now it's 1st and goal on the 9. They have a chance to cut into this deficit, and they're going to absolutely do that with a dot over the right-hand side. Maddox has found his groove. Despite the mistakes he's made, he stayed in this game, and he's kept his team in this game, giving them a chance to compete, man. We go into halftime with a 3-point lead, but we would have loved to have a 10-point lead. Anyway, got to play some defense, man. So here we go. 1st and 10 on the first drive in the second half. They're looking over the middle, and old Beaumont was right there in coverage. He just sagged off in a little bit and got dotted up. Nothing you can do about that. Next play. So anyway, they're looking to go down the field deep again, and that was a huge mistake. King Trident with pick number 2. I'm telling you, stop throwing to him. You better stop throwing to him because he's coming down with it every single time. And, you know, he got that 2-sleeve swag, the 1 blue, the 1 white, the 1 white glove, the 1 blue glove. Just looking good while he out there playing good. Give me that. King Trident going nuts right now, giving us team the best chance possible to win. So we're going to start with this football on the 48. And you know what? We're going to get a pick, and we're going to show you how to really do it. Looking for Billy. I don't know what it is with Malone and Goat right now. They're just not on the same page. Goat wide open yet again. Couldn't find him. And then we get a huge run from Tay Ray. That's definitely going to be coming back, man. Feels like anytime we get a big play, it's always holding on us. Anyway, that's going to make it 3rd and 13. Malone's going to have to throw this football. He gets hit as he was throwing it, man. Looking for 7-11 Jackson, and couldn't pick it up right there, but that's Jamal Carter picking that man up off of his feet. Pause. And now that's going to make it 2nd and 9, and we are applying pressure. We almost get the sack, but Maddox is quick. He was able to escape the pocket and pick up the first down. Boise State is down to the 45, man. 2nd and 4. They go with a quick dump off to the right-hand side to the speedy receiver. There's Tim Flowers trying to get him. Can't get him. LB State finally drags him down, but now it's 2nd and inches. And this running game for Boise State is really their strength, man. They go with another huge gash play, and then they go with a quick screen off, or a little jet sweep that results in a loss right there, man. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Oh, my goodness. We can't tackle. He absolutely embarrassed LB State. I think that's who it was, man. Going his way to a touchdown, man, and they take the lead with that one. So we are now down 4, but we are going to find 11 on the right-hand side, getting to the 40, trying to go head up with the defender, just trying to run him over right there. Probably showing a little bit of frustration. Feels like he should be doing more in this game. But anyway, that's going to be 1st and 10, and we find another strike over the middle. That's going to be Crossley. Good throw right there by Malone, and we are now moving this ball with some pace. So we're on the 33, 1st and 10. Malone reading the defense, trying to exploit some mismatches if we can. So here we go. We see the blitz coming off the right-hand side. Got a good pocket. Looking for Jackson. Oh, that was a good throw. Jackson's got to hold on to that. He's pissed. I would be pissed too. Jackson has to hold on to those. And like I said, Jackson's probably just a little bit frustrated, man. But anyway, man, we got 2nd and 10, still on that 33. We are down 4. We do not want to kick a field goal. We want a touchdown right here. We go with a handoff to Rush. And he is just going to be met by a host of Boise State defenders. Can't go anywhere. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. Got to throw it. Malone might step up. Oh, he's looking over the left-hand side, through in triple coverage. Probably should have just took off and ran right there. But anyway, we have to settle for 3, but we get it. And so now we are only down 1. Would have loved to have a touchdown on that drive, but we play on. Got to play some good defenses. That's Beaumont right there laying down the boom and making it 3rd and 1. So can we get a stop? We got to get a stop. We get the stop. We get the sack from Carter. Jamal Carter, not to be mistaken with the Jamal Carter that plays basketball. That's his cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's his cousin. But anyway, 4th and 8. We get the stop that we need off of a really, really good play by Jamal Carter. He is slated to have a really big season this year as well, man. I have high expectations for that young man. But anyway, we get the ball back on the 12, looking through the air, and we make a huge mistake. We're just trying to force feed Billy Goat right now. And I think Boise State they just figured out that he is our best player. Go somewhere else, Malone. Go somewhere else. Don't force it, man. Don't force it. So we blow our opportunity to take the lead, man, in the third quarter. We give Boise State the football right back, and they take full advantage, getting into the red zone and taking it into the fourth quarter, man. We are down 1 going into the fourth quarter at home. This is our first home game. We got to protect home field, but you can see Madsen is going crazy. 9 targets, 5 targets, 4 targets. He's just hitting everybody. We can't defend right now, although we do have a couple interceptions, but that's Carter right there with another tackle in the backfield on the quarterback. Good stuff right there from Carter. Just a timely blitz. You got to give some love to Coach Hughes, man. He is absolutely calling his timely plays. But right now, 2nd and 18. We got him on the ropes. We got to make sure we take advantage. When we don't, not only do we not take advantage, we don't tackle, and they end up getting the first down. And then on 1st and goal on the 6, this is Madsen right there, man. Putting what might be the nail in the coffin, dude. Throwing up the Heisman on our home field. Very, very disrespectful. Very disrespectful, boy. Anyway, we got to keep playing, man, and we gotta do something quick, and that ain't gonna cut it. A reverse or jet sweep to Crossley goes nowhere. We actually lose 2, but then we find Bates. Bates is really fast down the sideline. He's just gonna get out of bounds and save us some time. And it looks like there is some laundry on the field again. It's gonna be unnecessary roughness, and we'll take it. We will absolutely take it. So we move the sticks, and we get down to the 46. Gonna go with a handoff to Rush. Up the middle, just trying to stay balanced. Don't want to become too one-dimensional. We know Malone has kind of struggled throughout this game. But as soon as we get a good play, we get holding again. So it's going to be 3rd and 16. Now we got to rely on Malone. Malone looking over the left-hand side to Jackson, and he just threw in double coverage, man. And right now we are struggling. Malone has just completely thrown off of his game. He's forcing throws. Jackson's not making plays. We can't find Billy Goat. Things are just not going well for us. And then Boise State has just completely taken the momentum of this game on offense as well. If we're going to have a chance in this game, we need to stop, and we need it now. So here we go. 3rd and 3. They find a receiver, but he runs behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to make it 4th and inches. Boise State's going to go with a long field goal, and it is going to be wide left. We give ourselves a chance, man. We give ourselves a chance. That's all we need. 4 minutes still in this game, and we have a bunch of quick strike players. We can definitely score quickly if we have to, but we got to throw the ball as we run the ball right here. And then, of course, more laundry on the field. Coach Hughes might not know what's really going on right now running this football at a time like this. It's going to be holding again. This time it's going to be against Austin. Probably frustrated he's not getting the ball. But we're going to find Crossley over the middle right there, almost pick up all of those yards back, 2nd and inches, and we got to hurry up. We got to hurry up and get back to the line, and we got to start really airing this thing out. So here we go as we rush back to the line on the 47, 3 minutes and 40 seconds before the end of this game. Malone driving back to pass, got a pretty clean pocket. He's going to find Austin, who's just going to make the safe catch and get down. We move the chain so the clock stops. We don't have to burn a timeout, but we got to move quick. So here we go, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Trying to get just past the 50. Malone in shotgun again, looking over to the right-hand side. This is Austin. Austin has a step. Austin is going into the end zone. I told you, Malik Austin is a bad boy. He is a bad boy. Flex on him. Man, what a throw and catch right there. Come on now. You thought we was going to go out like that on the first home game? Dot him up, boy. Dot him up. Man, we give ourselves a chance to stay in this game, but we got to go for 2. We go for 2, we tie this game. So here we go. Malone in shotgun. Got to have it. Going to throw a quick strike over to that's Austin again. Austin comes up with both big-time plays, and we tie this game. Now we got to play some defense. So here we go. On the first play of the drive, they're going to go with a quick screen off to the right-hand side. It's going to be shut down by Swagate Jenkins and company. So it's 2nd and 8, and you already know they're going to try to milk this clock as they go with a pass, looking over the right-hand side. Oh, my goodness, this is LB States. LB States got the interception going down the sideline. Oh, he hits him with a spin. He's still running. Oh, my goodness, he might take this all the way to the end zone. He's fighting his way, and he gets the touchdown. That is LB States for the 41-yard pick 6. That's exactly what we needed. Big-time players making big-time plays, baby. LB States. We haven't called his name that much because he is like that. He is like that. Oh my goodness, we needed it. 3. Spin move. Man, what a freaking play. And then to fight and work his way into the end zone. I mean, play the game. Absolutely play the game. And his teammates is loving it. 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. Have a day, young man. Have a day. So we finally take the momentum back in this game, and we just need to hold on. 3 minutes left in this game, and we, like I keep saying, we got to play some defense. We'll be doing a really good job there, but we get dotted up right there for a first down. So now we got to lock back in. Come on now. We got to lock in. Speaking of locking in, what the heck? It bounces off of the running back, and he still almost caught it. Listen, man, here we go. 2nd and 10 on the 43. We're dropping back in pass coverage. Matson going to try to take off and run, but that's going to be Beaumont, who saw him the whole way, and it's going to bring him down, and that makes it 3rd and 8. We need a stop right here. We got to have it. Looking to the right-hand side for the tight end, and he's going to not go anywhere. On the 48, get tackled out of bounds by Jenkins. That's 4th and 5, and now they have to try to convert this 4th down. We stop him right here. We might take the game. We stop him right here. We might take the game. Shark Nation is on their feet, making some noise, looking over the middle, and we absolutely blew it. Oh, man, we absolutely blew it. He was wide open. Wide open. But there's still time, man. There's still time, and there's a little margin for error. They're going to go ahead and tie this game up 42-42. We got a really good game on our hands, man. If you are enjoying this video so far, please do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Hit that thumbs up button for me. No, seriously, hit that thumbs up button for me. You can do it. Come on. Come on. You can do it. All right, but anyway, man, we are now coming to the 2-minute mark in this game, and it's getting heavy. It's getting heavy, and we're going to try to milk this clock and see if we can get the last possession in this game, man. We know we got a really good kicker in Zayden Upright. He probably has 50+ on him, but we don't even want to take any chances. This is Malone, who's going to scramble, pick up the first down, and wisely slide down to the ground. Keep that football in your arms. Then the next play, man, we're going to find Justin Credible, who's trying to get shifty on the right-hand side. We pick up 8, and now we're getting to that minute 30. So plan is working so far. Just got to execute. So here we go. 2nd and 2. Malone dropping back to pass. Looking for Credible on the right-hand side. Finds him. We pick up the first down, and we get out of bounds. Win, win, win. So here we go. Malone is under pressure. Looking on the left-hand side. Oh, my gosh. We do what we exactly could not do. We throw another interception, and Malone can't believe it, man. He just left it too much to the right. Had to lead his receiver, man, towards that sideline. Big mistake. Huge mistake, and we make an even bigger mistake. We give them the wide open lane to scramble, and now they're in field goal range, man. We got to play deep. This game is stressing me out. 2nd and 10. Going with a handoff to Genty, or not Genty, Genty Jr., but that is Dunbar, man. Dunbar has been cutting us up all game, and he does it again right there. But we get it to 3rd down. It's 3rd and 3. We need a stop. We get the stop right there. This is real Sharks defense right there. They take the clock all the way down to about 20 seconds, and this is for the lead. It goes right up the middle. The field goal is good, but we have 6 seconds. No time. Do we have a miracle in our back pocket? Malone dropping back the pass. They're bringing the blitz. Pressure's coming. He's looking over the right-hand side. He got it, man. Oh, he didn't get it off, and he threw a pick to end the game. He threw a pick to end the game, and he had Austin wide open. Let it go. I don't care about your rib cage right now. Dang, we lose our first home game, lose our first game of the season, man.
You lose.
That was tough, but it was a really good game, man. Really good game. We got to hold our heads high. It's the beginning of the season. It's still early, but it really sucks that we just lost to an unranked team. Can't imagine what that's going to do to our rankings, but like I said, man, Matson went stupid. He almost threw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, 73.5 completion percentage. We played no defense, but we got to lock back in. There's no time to wallow in our pity because we got a huge matchup coming up. This is the Texas Longhorns, and you know they body of work. And it's even worse. They have Jaden Daniels on their team now. This transfer portal, this NIL is crazy. This NIL stuff is going crazy. But we got to lock in, man. 2nd home game of the season, and we got to tee up. We got to tee up right now. Malone, put that stuff, put them interceptions behind you. And if you haven't already, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Like I said, road to 1,000 and a road to 100 is Rush right there, getting a huge play to start the game off. 39-yard handoff to the left-hand side, and that's the way you want to start. This Texas team is dangerous. We already know that, but we are too. You feel me? Cordell Rush finding some space on that left-hand side. I thought he was up and out of there. Got to work on his speed a little bit. Put one in front of the other, young man. You had the lane. But anyway, I'm not even mad at that. 23 for a huge gain right there. And the Sharks are starting off hot. So we get all the way down to the 45, man, and we go play action. Malone got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. Oh, he's under pressure. Barely gets the throwaway, but he does get it out of bounds. And so we find ourselves on 3rd and 5. We're in that shotgun. We got Credible in this game. in the backfield. We know he's a really good receiver out of the backfield. But we got to find a way to find a playmaker right here. We need it. And we actually going to go with a quick screen to Credible, who's got a whole lot of speed. He's got the first down and then some. It's just going to get out of bounds and play it safe. We love it. So then we're going to go with a handoff to Tay Ray right there, who's running hard, throwing a man on the ground as he runs out of bounds. Only a short gain, though. 2nd and 8 on the 26, going play action, and we have no time. We have no time. Seems like that's going to be a constant theme in this game. This Texas defensive line is one of them ones. You feel me? So here we go. Once again, we just have nowhere to go. This is Malone scrambling for his life. He finally throws it out of bounds. We're going to have to settle. We're going to have to settle for a field goal right here, 43-yard field goal. So we're going to put our faith in Zayden Upright, but I believe in this young man. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Good stuff, my boy. Zayden Upright has definitely uplifted the special teams for sure. And now we get a showcase of the cornerbacks in this game. You already know LB States. He almost won us the game last week. Hopefully he can make some big plays this week, but we got a really tough offense to guard. This is Jaden Daniels and company, man. You already know the type of weapons they have as they find their running back out of their backfield, but that's Carter right there putting a big hit on him. A loss of 3. Jamal Carter, I told you I'm expecting big things out of 45. Good play right there from him, and so we start hot. We get off on a good foot. 2nd and 13. Texas behind the sticks. We are at home. Shark Nation making some noise, and we get another loss of yards on this play. So it's 3rd and 14. There's no way they convert this right. There's no way. This is Daniels dropping back to pass. Got all types of time. Finds his receiver on the right-hand side, but we get there quickly. That's Beaumont. Stacy's right there, too, to clean up the work if anything happened. And we get our first 3 and out. We get right back on offense with a 3-point lead. And here we go. Go and play action. And I told you, Malone has just had no time all game. That left-hand side of the line, and he gets hit again. Block. Holy crap. We give the football right back, man. So now we got to play some defense, and you can already see Texas is starting to Texas. A good run right there. Good 7-yard run. Makes it 2nd and 3. Daniels real quick to the right-hand side. He gets enough to get the first down, and they pick up the first conversion. And now they're starting to get into a rhythm. This is Daniels again in shotgun with a clean pocket, but that is Tim Flowers right there, finally putting his hands in the air and getting the interception. This kid is special too. Now, I'm not saying he's States or Triton, but he definitely can hold his own. Flowers right there with the big-time play early in this game, and momentum will be a huge factor. We already know Texas has a lot of good players on the offensive side, man. Defense is going to have to step up just like we did right there. Tim Flowers coming through. So we start on the 17, man, still sporting that 3-point lead. 3 minutes in the first quarter. We're going to go with a handoff to Rush, who had a really good one in the first drive, and this time he's going to be held to 3. So then we're going to go with a quick read option, quick dump off to Austin, trying to find our playmakers in space. Don't get much right there, so it's another 3rd down. We're trying to convert. We're going to find Austin again. Just a quick little 5-yard dig. Converts right there. We try to get it to Billy Gold on the jet sweep. Can't find him. Billy Gold's kind of struggling early in this season, man. Got to find a way to keep him incorporated. This guy is as dangerous as they get. Coach Hughes got to do a better job getting them involved. But speaking of getting players involved, that's 7-11 Jackson for the first down right there. He struggled last game. Good to see him right there. And so now it's 3rd and 7. On the 47, and that left side of the line is going to get our quarterback killed. Colin Simmons with 3 sacks on the game, and we haven't figured out how to block him. We might have to start double teaming that dude. Whoa, pause. But anyway, man, this is going to be Texas back on offense, and this is Daniels getting shifty over the middle of the field. Can't tackle him, and he's going to get a first down, getting to the 34, and then they're going to continue running, but this time we were a little bit more prepared, man. Make it 3rd and 10 as we get to the final seconds of this first quarter. Got a pretty good game on our hands so far. It's been a defensive matchup, but here's Daniels with a clean pocket, looking over the middle. He finds his receiver. His receiver's got space. He's making a move, and he finally gets tripped up at the 30. Ryan Wingo right there with a huge play. And so now Texas is starting to play with some pace. 5 seconds on the clock. On the 30. Do they have enough time to get this play off? I'm hoping they don't. And they don't. We're going to go ahead and go into the second quarter with a 3-point lead, and that's all we got to do. Just win each quarter. You win each quarter, we win the game. So here we go, man. 2nd and 5 on the 25. Daniels and company starting the shotgun. We're bringing the blitz. He's going to dump off to the left-hand side, but there was nowhere to go, and that was John Shannon right there, the big-time safety. So they're going to go through the air again. This time, Daniels is just weaving his way through the pocket. He's going to get to the first down marker. He gets a big hit by Beaumont. Held onto the football, surprisingly, but I think that's going to be holding. Yes, sir. Holding on the offense. Bring that thing back. 3rd and 20 now. And Dane's going to have to go through the air. But this is the Sharks defense just all over him right there. He's trying to get out of the pocket. Had nowhere to go. He's going to make it 4th and 17. They're going to try to get a field goal out of this. And we'll see. We're going to try to bring the pressure right here. So here we go. Kick is up. Oh, it looks like it's going to be good. And it is. The field goal is good. And we got a tie game. Now we got to have our offense step up, man. Our offense got to kick it in the gear. We got to be able to block. Malone just does not have any time to make a read. You got to help our quarterback out, man. Block somebody. Dang. So here we go, man. 2nd and 10 on the 16. We got to try to figure something out. The offense has been extremely stagnant in this game. This is a primetime matchup, and we are not living up to the billing right now. You can see we even dropped down the ranks with number 14 after that nasty loss. We can't have another one. And still, he has no time to throw. Throws it in the dirt. And then on 3rd and 10, we finally find a receiver. Jackson makes a good catch right there and gets down to the ground. And we find Jackson again on 3rd down, but that's going to make it 4th and short, man. Do we go for this? Do we go for this? 4th and 2 on our own 36? Absolutely not. Texas has been playing way too good. We punt the ball and start them off on the 45, man. But we find them on 3rd and long, and they can't convert, man. So they're going to be on the 45 again. But we would do absolutely nothing with the football on our next drive, and we punt it right back. And then they started to cook, finding a receiver over the middle, getting down to the 24. And so you can see, man, in this low-scoring game, every play matters. The score is tied 3-3, 3 minutes left to go before halftime. And they're going to go with a quick screen off to the left-hand side. This is Wingo again. Wingo's killed us all game. We can't tackle us. John Shannon with a missed tackle. And they're getting all the way down to the 5. It's now 1st and goal. They're in the red zone, knocking on the door. Do we have enough to get a stop? We do right there. So that's a good play on 1st down. 2nd and goal on the 6. That's a loss of 1. And Texas is starting to bring motion, trying to get us out of position. But we are ready for all of that. That's big T country right there. Big time play from a big time D lineman. And so now it's 3rd and goal on the 10. We would love to make them settle for a field goal right here, but we got to tee up. Here we go. Daniels looking for a receiver over the middle. And he's just going to throw it over his head way too high. They're going to settle for a field goal. They get it, but hey, we will take that. That's a win for the defense. So they go up 6-3, but now it's time for the offense to actually make some noise in this game. If we can, we're looking over the left-hand side. We find Bates. Oh, my goodness, he's got some space. Bates tries to spin off at the 40, gets brought down at the 37. We go into the 2-minute warning with a huge play right there, and Malone is going to just keep finding receivers. That's awesome right there for a gain of 7. He's been under siege this whole time, but he's going to have to muster up some. Hey, this is going to be a gritty game. You're going to have to do whatever you got to do, my boy. 2nd and 3 on the 30. Looking over the right-hand side. Tried to find Crossley quick. We didn't. We threw a pick. That's not what we needed. That's absolutely not what we needed. Going into halftime, we're just hoping this is not a theme for Malone going throughout the season, man. We saw some of that nasty work in the Boise State game. He threw, 3 or 4 interceptions? And now Texas is celebrating, dancing and stuff on the sideline, man. This ain't looking good for us. Daniels and company back on the field. They're going with an empty backfield, looking over the top. And this is deflating. We throw a bad interception and give up an easy touchdown on the other side. The Sharks got to get it together. We got to get it together quick, or we are going to be 1-2, man. Here we go. Back on offense again. Usually we're excited about that, but we've struggled in this game. But we're going to find Jackson over the right-hand side who tried to go head up with the safety right there, and we'll probably think twice next time. We do get the 1st down, though, but we need points, man. We need points bad as we come to the final minute in this first half. Malone with a decent pocket, but he just ran right into the defense. We go for a loss of 4 right there. And now we're looking over the left-hand side to Jackson, trying to force-feed Jackson, and we almost throw another pick. 3rd and 14. Got to have it through the air. We find Jackson, but we had nowhere to go, man. 4th and 8 on our own side of the 50. We had to get rid of this. We had to punt the ball, man. So we give it right back to Texas, who's been absolutely red hot, and they have enough time to go down and try and score again. We need a stop right here for sure. We are already down 10. We cannot do any more damage. So they go with a quick little pass right there, making it 3rd and 2. 18 seconds left. Daniels looking through the air. Has a ton of time, but that's going to be Matrix, who was able to shed his block and make that a harder pass than it should have been. So now it's going to be 4th and 2, and they have the audacity to go for it right here. We want to stop right here. This is a big play. They're trying to swing their nuts right now, but we cannot let them do that. And they absolutely did. They absolutely did. They convert right there. 8 seconds left on the clock. They're going to go hurry up. They're not even going to settle for the field goal. They're going to go hurry up.
Are they going to spike it right here? They absolutely do. They spike it. They had no timeout, so they go with the spike, and now they are lining up for a long field goal, which is absolutely going to be good. He drills that one, and they make it 16-3 going into halftime. The Blue Sharks offense has been embarrassing, to say the least. So listen, man, we'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor, WX Sports Gear, man. And hopefully by the time we come back, we'll have figured this thing out.
You step into the arena, every second counts. Champions don't hesitate, they react. WX Sports Gear is for those who demand excellence, performance you can trust, comfort that lasts, and innovation that keeps you ahead of the game. For those who aim higher, push further, and never stop competing. WX Sports Gear is built for the best, because world-class athletes deserve world-class sports gear.
So here we go, man. We are back in the second half, man. Defense has been playing okay, but we can't expect them to just do everything. We need offense to step up. But right there, an excellent play right there on first down, getting that incompletion. So 2nd and 10 on the 25. Daniels dropping back, looking over the left-hand side, and we get exactly what we needed. That's King Triton. I told you stop throwing to him. That's the interception number 2 in this game, I think. I don't even know, but that is Big 24 making a big play. Looking like 24 in L.A., if you know what I mean. R.I.P. Kobe, man. But listen, interception number 1 for King Triton, but we absolutely needed it. So on 1st and 10 on the 39, Malone's going to drop back to pass. He's going to find Credible on the right-hand side, but just couldn't keep his feet in bounds. But then we're going to find our big-time tight end, 7'11 Jackson, who's been open for a lot of this game, gets a first down for the Blue Sharks. We're moving the chains, and we're feeling good. So then we're going to roll out to the left-hand side. We're going to finally find Billy Goat on that sideline, gets all the way down to a 2-yard line, and he is just letting out a huge yell of frustration, finally getting involved in this game. So 1st and goal on the 2. You know what we about to do. Go ahead and punch that thing in. That is Cordell Rush for our first touchdown in this football game. And first touchdown came in the second half, man. We've been struggling, but that is exactly what we need to get back in this game. So here we go, man. We are back on defense, 6-point deficit. Daniels and company have been going crazy, and they go right back through the air, and we are still struggling to tackle these Texas Longhorns, man. They get a quick 5 yards out of that one, and Daniels is looking to go right back through the air, and it's going to be a big, big play right there. Once again, couldn't even tackle him. He didn't even go down. He just walked out of bounds. But they get all the way down to the 34, and now they're trying to speed us up. They're kind of playing with us a little bit. On the 34, Daniels trying to get back to the line, and they're going to go with a handoff to the right-hand side. I think this is Baxter going to get the first down, tried to hurdle us, but we finally able to trip him up. Then we were able to get 3rd and long, but it didn't matter because they are just too good right now. Texas in the end zone for another touchdown through the air. Daniels is having the game of his season so far. 22-10, and then to make it worse, they go for 2. So Texas is really trying to embarrass us right now, and they are absolutely being successful doing that. They convert to 2-point conversion in Seattle on our home field. Our offense can't do right now. This is not good, and we don't get anybody blocking the left side of the line. It's a sack fumble. They pick it up, stiff arm, and he get into the end zone. This game is over, man. This is one of the worst showings the Blue Sharks have had since Coach Hughes has taken the coaching office. 30-10, and we wouldn't do anything else for the remainder of this game. Tough loss, man. We lose 2 in a row. We lose 2 in a row, but thankfully it's early in the season, man. We got a long road ahead of us, but we're going to have to do a lot better, man. But with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the start of season 4. These Blue Sharks, they got to pick it up. That is going to do it for this video, man. So if you did enjoy, man, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel today. And remember, man, a little bit every day goes a long way. So once you take that first step, don't look back. I'm IceG3, 3000 to be exact. Hey, I hope I see y'all in the next one. If not, then go ahead and run this one back.